sheer beauty thrives on knowledge and it thrives on information. And I suppose primarily because I am a scientist and I'm going to approach things logically, I am not going to go into any project unless I know what my tools are, what they're supposed to be used for, how you're supposed to use them. And then once you have those skills, then you can do anything. You can even go outside of what I would say the status quo is, or the formalized way of doing something, and you can create your own imagery. I think that in itself hones in those inherent skills that I think each of us have, because each of us have some artistic skills. It's just that most of us don't know how to bring them to the fore. Most of them don't know how to bring them to the table. And I just hope that this can be an opportunity for those who are, yeah, Tanisha's smiling, maybe a little bit behind others, because there are a lot of concepts that you may not necessarily know why it's done that particular way. You see it being done, you want to copy it, but you need to be able to know why you're doing something, not just know how it's done. And that's what I want to be able to impart to not only two of you, but for everyone else who passes my way. Right? So, as I say here, your makeover and anything that you do with your makeup is going to have a much better chance of success if you understand color. And color theory in itself examines how colors work within a particular scheme, or whether they work alone, and how that color produces a particular emotion, and that emotion is evoked by the image that you see. As I keep telling everybody, for makeup, it is all an illusion. There was a song, I think, at some point where that was concerned. I'll get the song, because next time I say that, I want to hear the music in the background. Right. But it's all an illusion, okay? And it is all of how you use color to play with someone else's emotions. So, however you use color to evoke something friendly and fun-loving, or something very sexy and sultry, you know, you use color to play with emotions. Now, it's important to wash your brushes after at least once a week. If you didn't get a chance, warm soapy water. It only needs to be in warm water for about 5 minutes, because if you keep them soaking too long, the bristles may come apart from the glue that's on the tail. Translucent powder. Translucent powder is a very difficult thing for you to walk with every day, obviously. But when you know that you're going to put on your makeup and you're going out, you should have translucent. Okay. Now, for blush, you contour on the outskirts of your cheek line, your cheekbones. You contour on your jawline. You contour up here. You contour on the edges of your nose. But you highlight on your T-zone, above your eyebrows, and on the apples of your cheeks. Right? And I will show you how to use two colors to be able to do that. Contouring allows you to make your face look narrower, to hide something that you don't want somebody to see, right? Or for a particular look that you want to go with. Usually for daytime look, you don't use a lot of contouring, because you want to be able to look fresh and young and not older, right? So you would use a lot of highlighting. Okay, and play with the apples of the cheeks, but remember, you do not look like Bobo the Clown. Here we go.
Like even if you had that on nothing else, it's like, because the face looks clean.
It looks clean, it looks even, and you know, that's how it's supposed to be. Right?
You're doing better than this is fresh out the show.
Yeah. Okay.
By the time you combine the two, it's knocked out, huh?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it really it makes a huge difference.
Okay.
Professional.
Okay.
Oh, video.
Yeah, you think she's excited? Your arching is not going to be as prominent as Hanifia's or mine or even Judith's, because you don't have your eyebrows plucked, but there's nothing wrong with it. That's looking pretty good for you. And you as well too. I see you're working with black.
It's interesting, Oh, she makes a difference.
Okay? No, don't put in any more right now, because at this point what you do is that you take your translucent powder brush. You have, well, there's a little bit left. Right, so just a little, not too much. Just take a little bit from here. Right, because we're trying to work with translucent powder. If you have some in your hand, okay, fine. And use the translucent powder, and you now have to set your eyebrows. Right? You brush it over your eyebrows. Because if you don't set your eyebrows, because you've penciled them in, you touch your eyebrows, you're going to wipe them off. So that's why you use the translucent powder to set your eyebrows. Then you still take the opportunity with whatever's on your brush. There we go, Judith. You do your eyelids, you do your nose, and all those areas until you get everything off the brush. You don't poke yourself in the eye. Okay?
Ooh.
Right?
Yes, girls don't try that at all. Do not poke yourself in the eye.
Right, yeah. Okay, so you set your brows now.
Okay.
Alright, so you feel happy about that?
Yeah.
Alright.
I like this brown.
Pardon?
I like the brown.
You like the brown?
Yeah.
You see, it's not as...
I use black most of the time, but I think I prefer the brown.
Because it gives it a much
Natural.
more natural look. If let's say you had the brown and you thought the brown wasn't dark enough, you can always just put a little bit of black on it and blend it in. Okay, and it would work. Circles and pull it up to your hairline. Run 2 circles and pull up to your hairline. There we go. And that's what you do. Run 2 circles and pull up to your hairline. And you'll see how you're starting to get that nice, refreshing look. She's laughing at me. Laughing at me. Because you wouldn't have thought to do that, right? You wouldn't have thought to do that, right? Okay. Because for daytime, all you really need is highlight. Okay? So put a little more, and then what's left on your brush, highlight above your brow and highlight the center of your nose. Do it again. Yes. Do it again.
I'm smiling.
I'm smiling. You're smiling. You're beautiful. You're glamorous. Right. Take what's left. Right. Center of your nose and above your eye and above your right. There we go. How's that? And you can also put some right here, so underneath your chin. How's that?
It's happy.
Right? That's very natural, right? And that's your natural daytime look. She's killing me. You made it look, you see it's not so impossible? And I'm certain that you can go home and you can duplicate this very easily.